straight head up, don't look down now. Show my beautiful face. I'm fine, it's cool, I just fell down. But down, I will stay. I refuse to stay. My past is a piece of me. Don't wanna be the girl I used to be. I think it's time I leave her be. She wasn't serving me, so I released thee lovingly. And I decided, said I've decided, said I've decided, I've decided I've gotta leave. I love you, girl, but I've gotta leave. And I've decided, said I've decided I love you, little girl. But there's a beautiful woman waiting for me, waiting to be me. My name is Nakia Henry, and you are watching Couch Sessions TV. I actually came here, excuse me, in 2002. I came here for school. After high school, I went to Dillard first in New Orleans, and was there for 2 years, and then I transferred here as a theater major, and I went to Fordham, and there as a theater major, and I also studied dance. Didn't have it as a major or minor, but I grew up dancing, so I just kept on dancing. And after graduation, I booked a Broadway show called Hot Heat, which is an Earth, Wind and Fire musical, excuse me. And I booked it as a dancer. I also understudied one of the lead roles, but I was a dancer. But anytime we were in the dressing rooms when we were getting ready to go on to the next scene, I would sing. I mean, we would all sing, but I guess I was just a bit obnoxious at times. Like, they gave me the nickname of Rafika, because I was always like riffing over everything, trying to be, my broke down Philip Bailey impression, but like, I'd be trying. Anyway, but and then the show closed, and in my depression and sadness and like, oh no, what am I gonna do now, because it was such an amazing opportunity to get right after undergrad. I had some friends around me who was like, well, you should start singing, you know what I mean? Like, you being silly with it, and that's cool, but like, you should actually start singing. And I had some friends around me to help me with that, and some producers and friends to help me take it seriously. And little by little, my transition from actor to dancer to singer became. But like, I remember there was a time when I wanted to just be known as a singer, like I'm a singer now. But little by little, it was like, listen, you have all of these things as tools, and there's dancing in my singing, and I write like a dancer, and so little by little, you'll be able to see all of those disciplines in the music that I create. But I'm still growing, I'm still evolving. That shit ain't even real. It's something I actually came up with on Twitter one day. Follow me, Nakia said, Nakiasaid. Get into it. Anyway, I think some friends of mine were having a conversation about The Matrix, the movie, the first one, and basically talking about being plugged in or being unplugged or whatever, and talking about the fake reality that's created within the Matrix, and knowing what's real and knowing what isn't real. And the idea just came behind me wanting to just play a game and call out shit that wasn't real in life, you know what I mean? Because it's very easy to be blinded by your circumstances, and whether you're thinking you're too big or too skinny or too, just not enough, or your life is about work and paying bills, and none of that stuff is real. What's real is that you're blessed. What's real is that you're abundant. What's real is that you're healed. What's real is that you're so powerful. And once we believe in the stuff that isn't real, we give that power and it grows. So it's basically another way of looking at the law of attraction, actually, and my way of just taking that power back and calling out things that aren't real, So I'll see somebody say, I don't know, any negative thing, whether they're talking about their life or whether they're talking about something that's in the media that's just taking up so much of their energy or space or what have you. I say, that shit ain't even real. Like, why are you, you know what I mean? Like, why are you spending your precious time on something so negative or something that isn't adding to you? You know what I mean? So it's basically my way of just calling the fake shit out and redirecting your energy or your focus to something that matters, or something that adds to you, something that's positive, something that's productive. Somebody hit me up on Twitter like, I thought she was one of those peace, love, you know?
That's always a misconception.
I thought she was one of those peace, love thyself, you know, no fight. And I'm like, yeah, you know, you're right. And I definitely want to be known as like the positive person singer, but you know, I am balanced and my head is high to the heavens and I see the beauty in the world, but my feet are planted in this world as well. And sometimes this world is crazy.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I mean? So you're going to be affected. But again, you know, I'm glad she said that because I had to explain to her that, you know, I'm a balanced being, but she helped me pull out of that funk that I was in, you know what I mean? But we experience both, you know what I mean? We have to be well-rounded beings, but when we're too far into one side, your vision or reality becomes a bit distorted. You know, everybody, what I'm saying may sound like weird or out of the ordinary, but if you look at a light long enough, you hurt yourself.
Yep, definitely.
When you know what I mean? If you're in the dark long enough, you hurt yourself.
Yep.
We have to
learn to balance it
learn
out.
to balance, learn to appreciate contrast, and, you know, we can live this thing called life.
Awesome. Talk a little bit about Detroit expansion and what you plan to accomplish through your tour and where you plan to see yourself with your music and where you want to go.
Right. The Detroit Expansion Tour is a tour comprised of artists, myself, Nakia and Dulcinea Detroit. Dulcinea Detroit and I have known each other actually since middle school in Detroit. Our dance teachers were best friends, and we went to two separate middle schools, so we've always known of each other. And then we moved to high school. I love telling the story, so if she sees this, she would be like, "Oh, you keep telling the story." But like freshman year of high school is when we like finally met, and we had this DAPSEP, this engineering class in freshman year of high school, and our teacher made us write letters to our senior selves.
Oh wow.
So, you know, dear Nakia, you know, it's me, it's first day at school, blah, 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 you know what I mean? So we would open it as seniors. We put each other in our letter, you know, it's like, yeah, so first period, blah, 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 blah. And I met this really cool girl named, like, we were in each other's letter.
That's what's up.
Yeah, we fresh like that. Anyway, she's a dope lyricist. We both have dancer backgrounds. We're not new to performing at all or being in front of people. And we came out here and got introduced to some amazing producers. And I have an album where I'm singing, and she has an album where she's rapping, but performance is big. You know what I mean? Outwardly performing. It's big. It's what we love. It's what drives us. And the Detroit Expansion Tour is just our way of saying, let's go out and share this with the world. You know, we're not going to wait on anybody to handpick us, or, you know, we're not going to wait till we hit the lottery, or, you know what I mean, all these crazy expectations that a lot of us artists have. We're just going to do it. And in the spirit of do-it-yourself, we've raised some money to pay for tickets. We're also writing grants for that as well, and we're going to go out and we're going to perform and to share our gifts. So.